It appears that Kourtney Kardashian's married life has reached a significant impediment to happiness. The most recent rumors state that Travis Barker has requested custody of their son and filed for divorce. According to reports, Kris Jenner, Kourtney's mother, is heavily involved in family matters, which worries Travis. He does not want his child to be around Kris because he feels that her influence is bad for his son's well-being. Travis is concerned about the way Kris Jenner has handled the lives and careers of her family, frequently putting fame and money before her own well-being. A case in point of the detrimental effects of Kris's control, particularly on her sons, is Rob Kardashian's struggles. If these reports are accurate, it implies that Kourtney, the only Kardashian sister thought to be in a committed relationship, may have to deal with being single once more. Without a doubt, this turn of events is a serious blow. What then went wrong? Their relationship quickly took off, attracted notice from the public, and intensified. Less than a year after they started dating, in October 2021, he proposed to Kourtney on a beach in Monterey, California. The proposal didn't immediately make Kourtney's kids happy, but in the end, they smoothly merged their families. The kids grew close, and even though their trip together went by quickly, they had a lot of special times, involving multiple nuptials, the declaration of a pregnancy, and the arrival of their son, Rocky 13th Barker, in November 2023. Kourtney really took off, and since starting her relationship with Travis, fans have noted that she looks happier and more radiant. Looks, though, are sometimes deceiving. Their relationship started to deteriorate when it became apparent that Travis had a history of infidelity. Kourtney knew Travis's monogamous commitment was questionable. He had previously come clean about his infidelity in previous marriages, most notably when it came to his admission that he had cheated on his ex-wife Shauna Mailer with 13 different women at the same time. This was not the first time that Travis had acknowledged cheating on Melissa Kennedy. He had done so since the beginning of their first marriage. He claimed to be reluctant to commit to monogamy because he loved independence and was hesitant to publicly confirm his relationship with Kourtney Travis, even weeks before he made the announcement. To make things even more complicated, Travis's ex-wife Shauna claimed he had an affair with Kim, which was the reason for their divorce after she discovered them together. Because of Travis's turbulent past, Kourtney found it difficult to completely trust him, particularly after their child was born and rumors of their previous romance reappeared. Years of speculation only made the situation worse. At last, Kim acknowledged that she had an affair with Travis during Shanna's marriage. Kim claims that they were never in love. Following this disclosure, Kourtney and Kim got into a furious argument during which Kourtney tried to strike Kim, but Khloe stepped in fast. After that, Kim described how she and Travis had grown closer while watching a movie in bed, which finally resulted in a sexual encounter. Insiders claimed that Kim made an attempt to agitate Kourtney while she related her experience. Kim insisted, though, that it was an isolated incident and that she soon realized Travis and her were not romantically involved. For a while afterward, Travis pursued Kim in spite of this. For several days, Kourtney kept her distance from Travis after realizing what had happened. Kourtney claimed that before filing for divorce, he needed some time to think through his options. Kourtney had been keeping to herself for a few days, but now she was ready to talk to Travis about the affair in the hopes that he would find a way to move past it. But their conversation soon devolved into yet another argument. To her surprise, Travis agreed and proposed that they file for divorce when Kourtney suggested that since they were constantly fighting, maybe it was time for them to split up. She hadn't meant it seriously, so she was surprised by his response. That he agreed so easily hurt Kourtney deeply. In an apparent attempt to clarify his remarks, Travis later said he was just tired of Kim and that he didn't mean what he had said, according to insiders. Their marriage had frequently been strained due to Kim's persistent bullying, so this friction was nothing new. Because Kourtney is the only member of the Kardashian-Jenner family who defies Kris's authority, the other members of the family appear to support Kim's actions toward her. Kris has openly preferred Kim over Kourtney, which makes sense given their long-standing tense relationship. It also appears that Kris knew about Kim and Travis's relationship from the beginning, but kept quiet to protect Kourtney, which paradoxically led to even more suffering. Kourtney said, "I don't trust my own blood or family one bit." Travis had always denied having an affair with Kim, but Kourtney had known from the start that he had feelings for Kim, which had caused her to be on guard all the time, especially when family was around. She disclosed that she was always uncomfortable with their relationship, especially when they were alone together, and she worried that Travis and Kim would be tempted to resume their romance. Kourtney also mentioned that even his bandmates didn't know where Travis was at all when he was on tour and that he was frequently inaccessible. While she was at home, this circumstance significantly increased her stress and anxiety. Insiders claim that this was a major point of contention in their marriage. Kourtney has tried everything in the past few months to keep Travis near, but he has been moving away from her. Even though she made valiant efforts, Travis persisted in withdrawing until they had a meaningful discussion, following which things appeared to get better. For several months, everything seemed to be going well as they made an effort to give each other more space to rediscover their love. Even though Travis had an affair with Kim a long time ago, Kourtney was willing to forgive him for it. But a fresh drama has recently surfaced in the Kardashian barber home. As of June 20th, Travis was on a new tour with his band, which meant he would be spending a lot of time away from home. Before Travis left, Kourtney had planned a romantic weekend together and felt that something was off. She was disappointed that Travis had not been interested in spending time with her. Insiders claim that Kourtney surreptitiously checked Travis's phone while he was taking a shower and discovered messages from an unknown woman. Travis said the messages were suspicious and work-related when she confronted him about them. Angry at what he saw as persistent complaints, Kourtney looked up the woman and got in touch with Ed, only to find out the messages had nothing to do with work. Since Travis stated that he truly wanted a divorce, the couple has not communicated with one another. Kourtney Kardashian has accused her sister Kim Kardashian of interfering in her marriage to Travis Barker, putting it in danger of failing. Kourtney has levied severe charges, implying that Kim and Travis's previous romantic relationship might be the source of friction in their union. Kim and Kourtney Travis have a romantic past. Kim claims that Travis cheated on Paris Hilton, his former partner with Kim. Kourtney thinks Kim's involvement is making things worse and worries that Travis's previous infidelity might be reoccurring. The allegation has sparked new rumors regarding Travis and Kim's history, citing past incidents in which Travis allegedly cheated on his ex-partner, Paris Hilton. In favor of Kim, Kourtney has openly accused Travis of having a romantic history with Kim. The Kardashian-Jenner family is reeling from the shocking accusation. Kourtney expressed concern that Travis's past infidelity might recur. This time, Kourtney has expressed her worries about Travis's recent actions, saying that he is not treating her fairly and making comparisons to her former partner, Scott Disick. All of this might be real, and you wonder what role Kim plays in this failing marriage. Kim has treated Kourtney in a way that has been extremely disappointing throughout her pregnancy. Even though Kim has a reputation for being confrontational, considering the difficulties Kourtney had getting pregnant, she ought to have offered more assistance. Kourtney faced numerous obstacles and IVF treatments during her difficult pregnancy journey. She even had surgery earlier this year to preserve her life and the lives of her children. But when Kourtney came home from the hospital, Kim decided to start a fight rather than express sympathy and concern. Instead of bringing flowers or consolation, Kim started a fight by mentioning that Kourtney's kids were asking her for advice. This specific remark, which seemed to imply that Kim was better than Kourtney and that she was an insufficient mother, touched a tender spot. An expectant mother should never have to endure such a conversation. But even prior to this incident, Kim and Kourtney's rift had been simmering. One time, Kourtney was talking to Khloe about how she didn't want to face abuse from her own family when Kim interrupted, calling Kourtney the ugly one. At Kourtney's wedding to Travis Barker in May 2022, Kim's actions and attitude went beyond simple verbal taunts, and Kourtney declared her unwillingness to put up with abuse. Even with the magical setting, Kim was clearly resentful the entire time. Kim didn't seem to be able to take in the moment completely, constantly shifting the subject of conversation to her own wedding, which went too far. Travis's speech caused particular discomfort for Vision when he got up to thank Kourtney and describe her as an amazing mother. Kim cut him off, telling him to calm down. It was an unnecessary interjection into what should have been an emotional moment. Many fans hypothesized that Kim's actions could be motivated by jealousy. Noticing everything that had happened that momentous day, Kourtney made the decision to speak with Kim about it several months later. It wasn't a good conversation, though. Kourtney tried to bring up the subject with Kim, but she categorically denied any misconduct. Kim responded in a dismissive manner, refusing to acknowledge Kourtney's feelings or perspective. Disregarding Kourtney's worries in a nonchalant manner after all, everyone does it only made their relationship more tense. Kourtney acknowledged her dissatisfaction, demonstrating Kim's incapacity to tolerate being the center of attention for someone else, even at her own wedding. Kourt did not stop disappointing even though they tried to applaud and encourage Kim's actions. To make matters worse, Kim planned a campaign that was an obvious ripoff of Kourtney's wedding idea. She invited Kourtney to the event, demonstrating a lack of creativity and respect, but Kourtney turned her down. All the same, Kourtney seized the chance to confront Kim about stealing her idea. But Kim refuted any misconduct once more and placed the blame on Kourtney. Kim should understand that Kourtney is a unique person and that she isn't the center of attention before accusing her of jealousy. Prosperous in her own right, regrettably, Kourtney faces difficulties that go beyond Kim. Kris Jenner, her mother, hasn't offered any encouragement. When Kourtney needed emergency surgery a few months ago, Kris was not there to console her daughter. Rather, he was away from the scene. Kris showed up with a film crew, as if her business commitments took precedence over her daughter's safety. Supporters saw this as a normal action from the matriarch of the Jenner family, who frequently grabs opportunities, even if it means using her kids' private moments to gain attention. But Kourtney wouldn't let her have that opportunity. She went straight to her mother and told her how much she didn't like it. Kris, who is used to things going her way, might have been taken aback by Kourtney's assertive response. Supporters think it's time for Kourtney to take charge of her life and make her own decisions, free from the sway of Kris. In an unexpected turn of events, Kourtney's newly acquired self-assurance and empowerment greatly impacted her decision-making process. It makes perfect sense now why Kourtney decided not to tell Kris about her first pregnancy. Like everyone else, Kris found out about the news online. Fans were shocked to see this divergence from the typical Kardashian household routine, in which everything from pulley to pulley goes through Kris. Fans speculate that Kourtney chose a more independent path and purposefully excluded Kris from some aspects of her life because she was tired of her mother's constant quest of fame and popularity. Kourtney has been hiding some aspects of her life from Kris for a while, according to family close sources. The Kardashian siblings are starting to free themselves from their mother's strict control, which is a positive development. Their newfound independence is admirable. A growing number of people are wondering how long Kris plans to keep controlling her children's lives or make money off of their pursuits. Kris needs to think carefully about this at this point, because if she keeps going in this direction, she could end up becoming more and more estranged from her kids. Maybe with the exception of Kim, who seems to be acting in the same way as her mother. Kourtney has communicated to her family her need for space given the current situation. Kourtney wants to devote all of her attention to raising her new baby boy. I was waiting for Kris to try to take advantage of this opportunity. Kim appears to be looking for ways to usurp her sister's prominence in the interim. There is only harmful energy released by the dynamic between these two, which does not currently align with what Kourtney needs. Love and optimism are what she really needs, especially as she gets through this important time in her life with her new child. These are short moments, and she shouldn't have her family's arguments ruin them. The bright side is that Travis has remained unwavering in his support of Kourtney's decisions. Travis supported Kim's decision to temporarily cut ties with her family by standing by her side during the argument between Kourtney and Kim about her children. What are your feelings about this circumstance? Kindly post them in the space provided for comments below. Do you believe Kim was the one? What do you honestly believe transpired between Travis and Kim? Was this really just a casual fling? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to watch this slick video.